Hello everyone, my name is Serena Gonzalez. I don't have any nicknames that be called. I know everybody just calls me Rena, but that's usually like family. But no one ever I don't really ask for anything specific. I mean, if someone calls me anything specific, they have a reason. But um, so my birthday is on it's in October 8th. I'm gonna be 22 next month. Um, I was born in Corpus Christi, Texas, and I am legally single, but I am currently in a 4-year relationship with my high school sweetheart. I have a total of 4 siblings. I have one sister that is 30 years old, and she has my only niece who is going to be 3 in, I believe it's December. I have one brother who is 19 years old, and he has my only nephew as well. And my nephew is 4 months old. Then I have one sister who is 15 and one sister who is 13. I currently live in Robstown, Texas. I googled the population and it only popped up 2010. The population of Robstown was 11,487. I don't know. I have lived in Robstown all my life, so 21 years I would say I have lived here. Um, I love living here only for the purpose of it being a small town. A small town, never have to deal with traffic, like there's hardly anybody anywhere. So it's like I don't have to deal with like long lines and stuff like that. I have never lived anywhere else other than Robstown. Yeah, never lived anywhere. I am currently employed. I've been at this job for already 3 months, and I work at Alorica, and I do customer service. I help people out over the phone. In the past, I have always worked like fast food, and then just this year, sometime last year, I started providing for my grandparents, and just until 3 months ago when I got this new job. Um, so when I would work like at fast food, I mean, of course, it's just like, help like order the food for the customers, and then I would care for my grandparents. So then, of course, I would just do like things that they weren't capable of doing themselves. So, which was like cooking, laundry, making the bed for them. So it was a very easy job until my grandpa passed away this 4 months ago. So that's kind of why I left, because my grandma, was she wanted to be by herself, and I understood that. So I found another job, and I have never done any volunteer work. I was actually just talking about that the other day. How I wish I knew somewhere. Like I want to do something like like help at the homeless shelters and stuff like that. Because I've always dreamed of doing something like that. I have never served in the military. For the purpose of that, it's because I do have asthma, and they've always told me I can't do it because of my asthma. But whatever. So I attended high school here in Robstown. So it's Robstown High School. They call it Robstown Early College now, but that's not what my diploma says. Um, I'm attending college just to better my future and be happy with my career. I don't want to, be 20 years down the line and have no choice but to do that because, I mean, you know, I didn't choose to be in that, if that makes sense. Like, I'm happy with doing dental, so it's like I'm gonna be happy. I just want to be happy in the end. Um, what I did before attending Del Mar, I worked a year. I took a year off high school. When I graduated high school in 2016, I took a year off and I was just working for a whole year so I can save up until I can start in a fall. So yeah, so then my major is dental assisting, and the reason of it being dental assisting is because my grandfather always fought with me and wanted me to be in dental assisting, and then my grandma on the other hand wanted me to be a nurse, but I don't think a nurse is for me. I can't do that. I wish, because I know a lot of nurses, but it's not for me. I'd rather, be dental. So my grandpa was excited to know that I chose this. So, this is my third year going into Del Mar, and my favorite course so far has been my acting class. Just last semester I was in an acting class, and it was so much fun because I have never learned anything about theater and acting, and just like the backstory of it. It was really interesting to learn, and I had so much like hands-on. Like, we actually did like sketches, and we actually like did all that kind of stuff, and it was really exciting. I had fun, and I met a lot of different people, and it was exciting, and I liked it, and I hope I can one day. I'd probably take another class because it was so fun. I have never attended any other colleges. I'm just Del Mar. I don't play sports. I'm not really a sports person. I mean, I always thought I was, but I was never good at it. But I did do cheerleading in high school. I mean, all my years of school, I was a cheerleader, and my senior year, me and my best friend decided that we wanted to do dance team. So in Robstown, we were able to do like both at the same time, which was the hardest thing ever because you had to learn 2 dances at once. So it was like you performed with the cheer, and then right after you had to go and run. You had to run to the restrooms to go and change into your dance uniform so you can perform with the dance team. That was confusing, but I did it, but for 1 year because I wanted to do something different my senior year. And I love I love what to do for hobbies, and what I love to do is watch baseball. My favorite baseball team is the Houston Astros, and my favorite baseball player is Alex Bregman, number 2. And I like to watch movies on Netflix, shows, binge watch all day. I can do that all day. I got interested I just kind of one day, like 6 years ago, I kind of just one day want like, oh, I love baseball. Let me watch baseball. No one ever really liked it that I hung out with. I was the only one. And baseball is something I'm always around now because my boyfriend does play baseball. So he plays college ball in Laredo. So that's for the past 5 years. That's how I've been around baseball. For relaxation, for me, I like to clean. I like to clean a lot when I'm like stressed out and like I have so much to do. I'm like, let me clean, and it just seems like that is the best stress reliever for me. I would decide to I just move my room around because I was so stressed out that I moved the entire room around. I don't have any pets personally, but my boyfriend's family has pets, and we have one he's an American bully. His name is Rocky. We call him Rocky Road. And then we have a Morkie. I think it's a Maltese / Yorkie. I think that's what it means. And his name is Duke, and they're both 5 months old. I think they're about a week apart. I don't do any community or campus organization because I never really have time when it comes to work, because I work full time and I work 40 hours a week. The three things that I value the most is my family, my car, and my life. I mean, I'm not involved in any religious groups. I'm not, but like every day I wish I was. Like, I wish I was, spend my time doing something like that. I'm not a politic person. I feel like that's too stressful for me, and I just feel like that's such a never-ending argument with everybody that it's just like I'd rather just like not bring it up and whatever. I don't think there's anything out there that, upsets me, and any topics that hurt my feelings. I mean, there's little stuff here and there, but like I don't bring it to a point where like I make it obvious. What I hope to gain from this class is how to properly make a speech. Obviously, I'm like really awkward. I'm an awkward person. And just get over my phobia of speaking in public. My ultimate career goal is to be one of the best dental assistant and have any job offers in the future. So it's like, oh, well, if I leave this job, I have this job lined up and they're paying me so my short-term goals is just getting a raise at work. Like I'm trying to, get higher at work, but, while I'm working now, saving up for my future. And my long-term goals is just generally buying a house. I want my own house, and I want to decorate my own house, and I want to, I want my house to be exactly what I want, and just, I don't think there's anything else that you guys should know. I mean, don't have kids. I don't plan on having kids for another 2 years, maybe. My favorite color is gray. I'm a fall person. I love Halloween, and I think October is the best month because obviously I was born in October, so I'm just kidding. And I love Halloween. I love the scary. I love the vibes. Like I obsess over like everything. So yeah. And I purchased my first car back in January. It is a Ford Fusion. I was so proud because I did it all by myself. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yep. And I can't wait to see everybody's videos. And I hope this is a good video because I'm awkward. Okay. Bye bye everybody.